microphones are good. I can hear myself. I'm not yelling and screaming and hollering.
It's gonna be a good show, guys.
It's gonna be great,
Excited.
fantastic.
I'm excited.
Oh, you have the slapping sound. Okay, right. Yeah, okay.
Keep him something to do.
All right.
Whenever you're ready. You live?
Relax.
Oh, we're live.
I didn't know we were live.
Great,
Well,
great.
there you
Okay.
go.
He's like, there you go.
Welcome,
So,
welcome,
it's
welcome,
all right.
welcome. This is the Real Discussion with Rock's Logic, with co-host,
Gary D.
and I am ESP, and we have a special guest this evening, Wicked,
Yes.
who we are going to have introduce herself in a moment. I want to do some shout outs. As you see, Rock's not here, but we do have Dummykin coming to visit. Dummykin and his cigar. He's also Dummykin.
like
which
a dummy and a can?
Well, not Dummy Can, but Dummykin, which is the brother to Mannequin that replaces me when I'm not here.
Got
But
it. Got it.
Rocky is with his Aunt Rose celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Rose.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. But we just want to do a couple of normal shout outs to our Al Pizarro of Hip Hop Boulevard. You see Dummykin is sporting
a
his
hat.
gear.
Yeah.
And a shout out to LG from Hip Hop Universe and Hip Hop Radio and Hip Hop Museum over there with Rocky Buchanan.
Rocky. What's up, Rocky?
And we want to say big up to Free, who had a really exciting week as he debuted his new clothing line.
Okay.
Get the name? You ready for it?
Yes.
New York Shit.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And
Spelled just like that?
New York Shit. And it was some shit. It was really something.
All right.
And we want to say big up to Stan Moss. My mic is. Is this mic? There you go.
Oh, there she goes.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to say big up to Stan Morse from Justice Coalition and his son, who's feeling much better. He's out of the hospital. We're glad to hear that.
Congratulations.
And we want to give a special thank you to Robin Walker, who we miss you. And we're so sorry that you couldn't be here this afternoon.
But she'll be back soon.
But you will be back. We got a lot of great responses on Robin.
Yes.
And now we're going to give a proper hello to our special guest, Wicked. So, Wicked, tell us what's going on, babe girl.
Peace and blessings. I'm so happy to be here. Rock is not in the building, but Dummy Can is here. So I'm here for everything. I'm here for it all.
Let's pull that mic up a little so we can hear you. There you go.
Can you hear me clearer?
There you go.
Okay,
right up
there.
there.
There we go. But thank you guys for having me. I am Wicked. I'm a woman in control every day of my choices, therefore my life. I'm an artist. I'm an entertainer. I'm a youth advocate. I'm a business owner. I'm a all-around 100% individual who's here today to talk about slapping something.
Yes,
Right?
yes. And Wicked also has a wonderful show called IAS.
Yes, IAS Live Music Review. Shout outs to iCreU TV. We air every 2 weeks, every Saturday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We review music from artists worldwide, independent artists worldwide. So if anybody's out there who has good music and you want real feedback, real reviews, real listeners, and real followers, submit your music to iCreUpre.com, MP3s only, and we will play it.
And I'm going to have you say that one more time. Where are they sending that music to?
They're sending the music to iCreUpre. That's iCreUPREE.com. The submit form is right there. Again, we only accept MP3s. Submit as many songs as you like. And remember, we're only going to play it as long as you submit it. So if you don't submit it, we can't play it. It is free. We have paid packages. When you do submit, you're going to be placed in line. So that means you have to exercise patience. But if you want to skip the line, you can always submit for a guaranteed play. That's at iCreUpre.com, IAS Live Music Review. Shout outs to Engineer in the building.
Engineer in the house. Engineer in the house.
All right, and we want to give a shout out to my co-host Ladybug. Today is her
Ladybug.
birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday, Ladybug.
Happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday. We actually air tomorrow. Aren't you guys?
Exactly.
We are
I was
with
just gonna
you.
say.
That's
Come on now.
right. That's
All
right.
That's
so
right.
You guys are definitely
So
going
I'm
to
bringing the cake.
You bringing the cake?
Yeah, I'm bringing the cake.
Okay. We might have to get some candles and maybe a
Yes.
little how do you go, champagne.
I'm bringing the drinks.
You bring. Oh, okay, it's gonna be a party.
It's
You
about
know
to
we
be
turn
on.
up. You
Right.
Now,
know
guys,
we
we're going to
turn
put
up.
all of this information she said on your website. We have a call. Hold it for 1 second. We're going to put all this information on our website. Gary's going to put it all up so you can
Okay.
have all of the information to send your music in. And it's going to be fabulous when they get on
Absolutely.
there.
And remember, we'll check us out tomorrow. We're starting at 8, and we'll all be there sitting together.
And what are
It's-
your platforms? How can they tune into you?
You guys can tune in live on Facebook, Instagram Live, Facebook Live. We also archive all of our shows for YouTube and iCreU Pre TV, which is featured on the website at icreupre.com. So you can catch all of our previous episodes on the website. This is our 4th season.
Y'all be doing your thing.
Yes. And we want to give a shout out definitely to you guys. You guys have shown support. You guys have definitely, given us that that necessary how do you say that network, because the network equals net worth. So
Absolutely.
we definitely
Absolutely.
appreciate
you know
you.
we love you. We
Yes,
loved you.
Yes. All right.
And okay, I want to talk a little bit about this T-shirt that I'm wearing because the
You had a phone call?
the autobiography of the Hype Man is coming out on the 28th. That's Rocky's movie.
Yes.
So we're also going to be giving away tickets to that because he's going to have a little premiere after.
Yep.
And we're going to take this call, and then we're going to go into the week in the logical life. So caller, you
Caller.
are live,
Caller.
and you're not there.
Yeah.
Caller. Hello.
What's the phone number?
Well, we will come back to you. And if you are having trouble hearing us or something, give us a call back. The phone number is 929-480-8478. And we're waiting to hear from you. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about the week in the logical life. And I have a clip that Dave is going to cue up while I'm telling you what's happening here. Rocky and Gary and I spent the week. Did you get that call back? We spent the week looking at some locations, scouting locations up in the Bronx for a couple of film projects that we're looking at. And we met some really interesting people. There was a gentleman called, oh boy, what was his name? Craig, phenomenal individual. And he runs a youth program up on 149th Street, where we're going to have him on. Oh, yeah, the BX, man. We're going to have him on. Craig Lewis, he is the author of a film called Trouble Finds You. So he's going to be hanging out with us in a couple of weeks. As normal, your boy went to a NYCHA meeting.
Okay.
And he did what he normally does. Sits, gathers the information, takes that quiet time, pulls it all together, and looks at me and says, I don't know what I'm going to say when I walk out there. I said, you're going to be fabulous. You always are fabulous. And sure enough, he walks out. You have that clip queued up? He walks out. 2 words come out of his mouth that start a whole new platform, a whole new era in NYCHA. Let's let that roll and let me give you an idea of what happens when this man takes the stage.
We gotta be one NYCHA. Yeah. This ain't Queensbridge, this ain't Ravenswood. We gotta be one NYCHA. That's what we are. You understand what I'm saying?
And as you can see, what happened, that was the Ravenswood development where we were at. In 2 words, he dubbed the whole NYCHA movement in 2 words to one NYCHA.
One night, sir.
Had the crowd screaming, one NYCHA. That's only a piece of what you heard, because by the time we went out into the lobby, everybody else was outside going, one NYCHA. So the website is now,
One night, sir.
and the movement is now.
One night, sir.
So what he is doing is pulling all of the developments together under one heading. Instead of having all of these separate meetings, they're going to come together as,
One night.
there you go. And that's your boy, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to run for office.
He's running
too.
for office, so it's about to get very, very real.
Yep. All right, so now, having said all of that, we are going to roll into this week's show, where this week's segment is, But I Still Want to Smack You.
What is the five fingers sight of the face? What?
And Mannequin got something to say. So, the whole premise is, Gary, Wicked, what is the thing that no matter whether the person apologizes, no matter, you just can't get over it? What is the thing that you could just reach out and slap somebody for?
Well,
Gary, I'm sure you got a couple of things.
first off is I guess it's dumb people, ignorant people. I can't deal with that. People that use no logic. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna give a slap for each one of them.
All these damn Trump supporters.
Oh goodness.
And
Here
not
we go.
and actually, let me be clear. Not the rich ones. The rich ones know what they're doing, but the ones that are poor, they're like they got issues. They got serious. Like, you talk about being misled, misinformed, and really at this point don't really care. It's like, come on, that's just. Some things are just common sense, but yeah. So
Yeah, and common sense ain't so common.
yeah.
That's true. What
Yeah.
about you, Wicked? What
Yeah,
just gets your goat?
Let it rip, Wicked. It's the real
It's the real
discussion.
discussion. Let it flow, boo.
Listen. Okay. I was trying to determine, who smacks anybody anymore, right? So at this point, I'm like, there's some things that people need to get punched in the mouth for.
Oh,
but since we talking about
that's
slapping,
another show, baby.
right? We'll keep it slapping. Okay. I would definitely. I agree with Gary.
She said punched in the mouth.
Yeah. So some things doesn't just deserve a slap. Okay.
Maybe
it's beyond a slap.
You want to slap a punch and a kick?
It's even like certain things you're not gonna get slapped for.
They just get a high five with a chair, right?
No,
Okay.
I mean, when was the last time you saw a man slap a man? Like a man
Well.
slap a man? I'm just saying.
Right,
Do men
right.
slap men? So if something happened and you need, right? Okay, when that was the last time I saw a man slap a man. Okay, when Chappelle dressed up as Rick James.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and Charlie Murphy, may he rest in peace, because
Yeah.
I love me some Charlie Murphy. Okay, and Charlie Murphy walked up in the place. That was the last time I saw a man slap a man.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I'm still thinking about it. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, I did mention that there was a particular artist, and I don't know if I'll mention the name right away, but there's a particular artist I think that possibly should get smacked, or the sense smacked back into them, because they expect their fan base to remain loyal when they haven't remained loyal to themselves. It's a whole metamorphosis going on, and it's like, Chief, you don't like yourself.
Are we
So
gonna
how
get
do you
a name?
expect us to like you? I guess when we get at 1,000 views.
Okay,
Let's
well,
get to 1,000 views, and I'll give you the name. Okay? Because I mean, it's out of control. I'm sick of it. I'm done already.
Okay.
And every time I hear the artist's name, I'm like, come on already. Like, come on.
now
Like, seriously. No, seriously. Like, I'm done with it. Somebody needs to slap. Fire.
I'm dead. Am I live? Am I live? There you
There
go.
you go.
Okay,
There you
that
go.
call I think that came in was Rocky.
It was Rock.
Rock.
So,
he
Rocky,
was just trying to
try
call
back.
me Rock.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
he
number
tried
is,
to call
tell
me.
them the number, 929.
Rock. You know the number.
929 480-8478. It should be programmed in your phone.
Okay.
In the meantime, while we wait for him to call us back, we put out our regular poll for episode 12. And here was the online poll. But I still want to smack you. We've all had and have had people around us that do dumb things. You know, the things that leave you staring blankly into the abyss going, what the fuck? What is the one thing in that moment where you find yourself saying, yeah, but I still want to smack you? All responses were entered into our February drawing for the Jurassic World Experience at the Prudential Center, sponsored by Feld Entertainment, which our representative is
Lori.
What's her last name?
Turbert.
Lori Turbert.
Shout out to Lori.
Shout out to Lori, who's out of the hospital and feeling better.
She's recuperating home, so
Aw,
yes,
Lori.
big
Thank you,
shout out
Lori. Thank you.
to Lori.
So
Thank
we
you.
had an answer to that
Oh, that's a
question in the
beautiful thing.
poll, and once again, you're going to be entered into that. Anybody's name that I mentioned that answered the poll gave me permission to say their name on air.
Okay.
Keisha Bailey.
All right, Miss Bailey.
Now, I kind of grossed out with this answer, but when you're...
Hello.
Oh!
Rocco!
Rocco!
Am I there?
Rocco!
Rocco!
I hear you, bro.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
What's
But
up?
look, why am I looking over there? Like, what's up?
We're looking at you over here.
My whole family in the house. Hold on. Everybody in the house, make some noise, y'all.
Oh, wait.
Oh, his family.
Oh, my
My whole
goodness.
family in the house. We right here right now. We bugging out.
Happy
Party.
birthday,
That's dope.
Aunt Rose.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's my Aunt Rose.
Aunt
My Aunt Rose is 87,
Your
right?
birthday.
My Aunt Rose is 87.
Wow.
And, we wish him a happy birthday. We all came out.
Oh, that's a
So-
beautiful thing.
I see y'all got that mannequin there replacing me.
Hey, don't say y'all. That's
hey,
ESP.
hey, nobody can replace you, but that's Dummykin, and that's what you get for putting mannequin in my seat. You see, you got a little cigar
That's
and
all right.
everything.
We love Manny the mannequin, y'all.
Manny the mannequin.
Yeah.
So you good?
Listen, Maria, you there, Maria? Can I hear you?
I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear
Right
me?
on, right on. Listen, you have a great show, man, and enjoy ESP and Gary D and Mannequin. Mannequin there.
Yes.
You got on my hat and all that shit. God
It's
damn.
Dummykin.
He's representing the
wearing
product.
your
He's
shirt.
representing the
Did you
product.
see his shirt? Your shirt?
But yeah, I see the hype man shirt. Is he wearing a shirt too?
No, I'm wearing the hype man shirt. He's wearing the brick wall.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Make sure I can't see the shirt, but it's all good. If you could just sit him up a little bit, it'd be all right.
I got to put him on top of something.
I'm not going to hold the show up anymore. I just wanted to call in and,
All
I'll
right.
be there next week. We're going to have some good topics next week, and we're going to get it going, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Actually,
Absolutely.
we're going to see you tomorrow on IAS because we'll be on their show tomorrow. We're going to have a blast. So everybody tune into that.
Yeah,
And-
I'm going to come back from the Poconos tonight. I'll be at IAS, and then we could
All right,
have
you know
some
we're
fun
gonna
on
turn up.
Maria
Yes.
and Jolie's
Ladybug.
show. Jolie in the
Ladybug.
house, too?
Jolie is
Yeah.
behind the scenes filming, bro.
Oh, right on. What's up, Jolie?
What's up?
All right. You
All
have a
right,
great
cool.
time.
All right, Rocco.
All right, Joe, I'm going to let y'all go, man. I'm going to
All
stop
right.
holding the show. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, all right.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Don't party too hard.
I-
Happy birthday, Aunt Rose.
Yeah. Aunt Rose. Oh, yeah. They said happy birthday, Aunt Rose. Make some noise, y'all. Come on.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All
we got
right,
the
good
party
night,
hyped up.
Thank y'all
y'all.
so much. I'll see y'all, all right?
Okay,
All right, Rock.
all
All
right.
All
So
right,
now, back to Keisha Bailey.
All right,
On
Miss
our
Bailey.
online poll,
All right, Miss Bailey.
when you are sitting down having lunch with a friend and she pulls out her dentures
Who
and
does that?
starts sucking the food off of them,
No, that's just nasty.
or I don't know what, bleh. She apologizes after seeing your facial expression, but your appetite is spoiled and gone. I still want to smack her. Well, you know what? We want to smack her with you. Okay? What is that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to let y'all
Are we
narrate
I don't
slapping
even-
old people now? I mean, because if
And
you got
this is a
dentures,
young
if you're pulling
woman.
out dentures, that means you old. So we slapping old people now?
either that
You can't be
old or
going
in a
around
fight.
slapping old people.
Well, no.
Come on.
They not 60. Mm-mm.
Dentures? When you get dentures, what age?
Hey,
It's
listen,
way over
it
50.
all depends on how you take care of your
That is
teeth.
true. That is true.
You could be a prize fighter.
That's funny.
You could be a boxer. Who knows? Okay.
All right, Miss Bailey. I guess. I mean, does that really make you want to smack a person though? You're sitting
Well-
across from somebody and they take their dentures out. I mean, does it make you want to smack them? Does that make you want to smack them?
I can't even fathom. When I read this, I had to read it a couple of times
Okay.
because I was like, who does that, number one?
Old people.
Eh,
So you got to give them respect.
But old
I mean,
people,
you don't slap them.
old
Ain't that
people
abuse?
have more sense than to do that at a table.
No, they really don't. Old people have lived such a long time. They feel they're entitled to do whatever they want to do as they choose to do it. Like, they cross the street when your light turns green. And they know they're not quick enough. They know they're not fast enough, but they figured they've walked the earth as long
So
as
they earn that?
exactly. So sometimes they do stuff like, and you're right. You know what? I have experienced some situations with some elderly folk who I know for a fact you know better because you've been on this earth for quite some time.
Right.
But I wouldn't go as far as to say that I felt like smacking them. Not the old people.
No, not the old people. We're not,
Not
gonna
the
smack
old
the old
people.
people.
Not
We're
the
just
old people.
we're gonna tolerate the old people because
Yeah, that's elderly
that's,
abuse. We don't want to catch a
the
case.
elderly abuse. But anybody who is in their 50s and 60s and is doing this nasty mess that Miss Bailey just informed us had happened to her, that's not good. We gotta check that. So Gary, where are we at? Do we have platforms that we're heard on, and do we have a number that you can call in if you have something to say?
If y'all want to call in, call us at 929-480-8478. You could find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
All right, y'all are everywhere.
YouTube, TuneIn, Anchor. Yeah, we're actually on all the major platforms. Stitcher, I think. So yeah, you could catch us on all the major platforms.
And our number is 929-480-8478. We're here if you have something to say. And we're here because we want to hear what you have a pet peeve about that you really just want to smack somebody, whether it's, well, no, we don't want you to smack your husband or your wife because that's just, we
Right,
did
now,
that show
yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. It's called Domestic Violence. But here's okay, Rocky always says I have road rage. It's not
Okay.
road rage, it's common sense. We were talking about this on the
Earlier,
elevator
yes.
coming up. Now, when did they change the motor vehicles guidebook that stated if a car is oncoming and making a left turn and you are going forward towards that car making a left turn, at what point did it change where you pass each other, driver to driver, so you can see what's going on behind him and he can see what's going on behind you, and wait for the traffic to change so you can make the turn? When did that change? Somebody please tell me. Because what's happening in New York right now is people are stopping at the light and then just cutting straight in front of you. I don't get it. You're causing accidents.
That's accidents,
You don't
yeah.
see people. You don't see the oncoming traffic. Please help me out with this one.
I
Is
think
it
the
just
traffic laws
me?
have changed. No, it's not just you. I think a lot of things have changed. People don't even stop at stop signs. They don't know what yield means. Yield now means go faster. Green means slow down. Red means go. They're just doing everything opposite of what the rules are. So that definitely does make me want to slap fire out of people while I'm in the vehicle. Yes. Yeah, and you know what? It does drive you a little crazy because why are they tailgating? Like why are they like on your bumper? Like give me space. I need to see your
Yes.
tires. If I don't see your tires and somebody hits me, that means that I'm going directly into your car. There's no space for me to stop. So you're right. If I hit your car or you hit my car, I should get out of my vehicle and slap fire out of you because in that moment, all right, you were doing something that you shouldn't have been doing. As a matter of fact, you were probably texting while driving and paying attention to your phone or having a whole full-fledged conversation and not focused on the road. So yeah, when it comes to driving, now I can agree. Now I'm on it.
See, we're getting
Now
on
I'm
the
on
road
it, yes.
now. So to
Now,
all
yeah.
of you
Yes.
fuckers that won't get off our back,
Yes.
that's for you.
Yes.
Now let's stick with the road rage thing because you give them a lot of play. You said I can't see your tires.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if I could see your headlights. And on headlights, whose brilliant idea was it to change the regular headlights to this LED crap that's like Christmas beams shining
beam.
in your eye? I mean, is it me? Call in and let us know. Is it me or is it you? Is it us?
I like those lights. I can see everything. And now I haven't.
You
I
have a
haven't
car with them on it, don't you?
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I haven't experienced someone with those headlights directly behind me and interfering with my driving skills. I'm just saying I like those lights. I can see everything, especially when you're driving out of town.
I was just
If
going to
you-
say that.
Yeah,
I was just
because
going to say.
there's oh man, there's no
see-
lights, there's no lamps, there's no nothing.
See, I think when you're in the city driving, your headlights supposed to be at a certain, I guess there's a certain brightness, but then when you, as you said, when you're out of town, when you're driving in the suburbs where, the roads are dark and all that crap, then yeah, you got to turn them
We
up.
need those
I mean,
lights.
it's
Those lights are the
useful
best.
for the visibility, but what happens is if you're behind me with those on and I don't have the tint control on the visor, there's a button that you push on the newer cars that brings down the whatever's coming at
Okay.
you. That
What
is
happens?
shining right back in my eye. It's
So why can't you just
blinding.
move the mirror and then use your side rear view?
Well, you can,
Okay.
but you know what? We're going to smack them anyway because it's purely inconsiderate.
all right, so how do you get someone like that,
I'm not saying don't use them. I'm saying my slap is for the person who had the brilliant idea to develop this.
Oh, okay,
thing.
okay. Because I'm like, well, then how do you slap the person for putting on the high beams? What you gonna do? We gonna stop the car?
No,
Stop the car on the
it's
road?
like a Christmas tree
Okay.
coming at you. And the LED thing is just, it's too much.
Engineer, do you agree?
What-
we got
what about
engineer
you?
and engineer.
That Jolie,
Okay?
you drive.
She was just talking about that the other day.
See?
No, actually, we were talking about that today. Because she was saying, the what do you call them? The high beams?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they're blinding. And
It's too much.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all for seeing, but there's got to be a medium point. They got to change the visor then. All of the new cars should be equipped with the thingy that can turn
All
it
right, so
down.
let's find out who created it and give
Smack
us a
'em.
call. Give us a call at what? 929?
480-8478.
And then we'll find out who it is. We'll look them up, and then we'll send them a couple of emails, some digital slaps. All right?
Some digital
There
slaps.
you go. There
All right?
you go.
That's what we'll do.
Now, we don't have to stay with just road rage, guys. When you call in, we can talk about siblings. We can talk about technology. What is your pet peeve? Your coworkers.
Or Thanksgiving is coming up.
Thanksgiving is
You want
coming
to slap
up.
somebody who try to make that potato salad,
Oh.
and they know damn well they should be making that potato salad.
I need a rim shot on
Or the
that one,
macaroni
man.
and cheese. Like, really?
They know they should
Really?
stay out of the
Really?
damn kitchen.
You put apples in the potato salad?
Hey, who
Stop
does
Why?
that? Come on.
No,
Yeah.
well,
Somebody online put Brussels sprouts and broccoli in there last year, and it
In
was
what?
a big thing.
In
the
what?
potato salad.
in the potato
See,
salad?
now.
Yeah, it was a big thing online.
No, then that's when you slap them because then you done ruined the whole potato salad. You were responsible for the potato salad. Now we're sitting at the table and we have all this stuff and there's no potato salad. And that can agitate someone. And yes, at the end of the night, even though everything was good, you want to slap fire out of them because they messed up your full experience of having the potato salad.
And if you don't know how to make it, just
Ask somebody.
give it to somebody who does. Give that job. You can be on gravy this year, okay? Give that job to somebody else if you don't know how to make it.
And if you're going to make potato salad, you have to use Hellman's mayonnaise.
But you know what the problem is? People who don't know how to make potato salad don't know that they don't know how to make it. So they're convinced that they know how to make it. So that's why they're like, okay, we're bringing a potato salad, and they ruin it for everybody. But you know.
All right, so here's the next one. This one came in from Jeff M. This one is a good one because he told a little story, but he gave a synopsis. The premise is when I go to defend someone and they get upset about it. Okay, you want me to stand there and do nothing while you get your ass kicked. Then he goes on to tell a whole story how he was out on the street and a friend of his that was getting beaten by her significant other.
Okay.
He saw this happening while they were on the street.
Okay,
He jumped
yeah.
in and he tried to defend her, and she turned against him on the street. So, go ahead, Gary.
Well, first of all, I mean, when it comes to domestic relationships like that, you got to let it play. You got to let them, you can't go in between that because there are quite a few women that if you may think you're doing the right thing, then they'll turn around and like be fighting you and stuff like that.
Well, she'll have to kick my ass because, Gary, if I see you and your significant other and she's acting crazy on the street and if she hits you, you better know ESP is going over there to scratch her eyeballs out and she will get
Now what if Gary? But what if Gary's like, nah, get off of her, get off of her, stop hurting her,
is
don't
that-
do nothing
see-
to her. What are you doing? Then he takes his blazer off and he comes for you. What you gonna do then?
Well,
What you gonna do then?
You can't say his girl didn't come.
Yeah, but that makes you want to slap fire out of him because his significant other was violating. Here you come to save him, and he's like, "No, don't hurt her."
So Gary, what you want me to do? What you want me to do,
Wait,
Gary?
well, first of all,
First
I'm
of
taking
all,
notes,
he's
man.
like, "I don't have them problems."
like,
You know what I'm
first
saying?
of all,
I'm a G.
yeah,
I'm a G.
see,
I don't have no problems. G for Gary.
see,
All right?
wicked no, like I don't
have-
tolerate
right.
that stuff.
Oh, look,
Okay.
look.
Any woman that I deal with, that type of coming out your face, arguing in the street, cursing at you, I'm not having it. I
Now,
don't play
see,
that.
That's a pet peeve.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
what she's
play-
saying. But
I like-
that's what
I
she's
don't
saying.
play that.
That's
And
what
it-
she's saying.
Any
Yeah.
of my female friends could tell you, like, that's how, like, I get some of my female friends that say, wow, I could do that to my boyfriend, but I could never do that with you. Because, like, I don't tolerate that.
How would you do that to your boyfriend?
Well,
see, I
apparently-
see your
Okay,
face.
now she
But
needs
see-
to get slapped
but wait,
because
but-
now you're talking about people that are silly, have no sense, and they're ignorant. And sometimes
But no,
ignorance is bliss.
there's
But
there's
they
people,
need to get slapped.
but there's people that are in relationships where they'll allow their partner to, or their partner will allow them to treat them a certain way. Like, and that's beyond me. I'm like, yo, how are you
Yeah,
gonna?
they need to
Okay,
get
if
slapped.
you want to do that inside. Don't bring that outside.
Yeah, but some people, you know,
Because the one thing that I really, you know what? Let me just give a pre. When I see specifically couples of color arguing on the street and doing that really makes me uncomfortable. And that's something I want to slap both of them.
You know what?
Keep your mess inside.
You never lied. You never lied. And we need to give a special slap shout out, a very special slap shout out to the family in Disney World.
What
Remember?
happened? What?
Remember?
Wait, what I missed?
The Disney World family. Oh, they went in.
wait,
No,
okay.
tell us about
Please
that.
refresh my memory.
Excuse me. Oh, they went in. I don't know what the reason was, but they were together and they were a family of color, and they were together, two separate families, and they went in at the Disneyland or the Disney World.
Oh, shit.
When I say they went in, I mean homeboy tossed them, punched somebody in the mouth, punched the lady in the mouth, dragged her on the floor, baby stroller here, the big lady in the what was she in a
Wait,
she was like in a
what?
wheelchair roller thing. And they knocked her to the floor. That was messed up.
Wow.
That lady's in
It
the
was
floor. Oh my
family?
God. I don't mean to laugh, because that's not funny.
Right.
Okay,
That's
hold
not
on.
funny.
Wait,
but they need to
Ricky.
get slapped.
But
All of them.
at Disney World, yo, that's
It was Disney World to Disneyland.
that's
Somebody
crazy,
Google
but
it.
still,
This
still.
was a family of people
It-
together
what?
or a family fighting a family?
Nah. They were together. They was together.
They just wild out.
They
Wow.
was together.
Totally pulled
They
it
was
up on a
together.
video. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that.
Oh, okay. I
gotta
I would
check that
have
out.
to upload that for him to show
let's
it.
Let's show them just in case.
But
they
just put
can't
it in
see.
front of the camera. Dave, can you grab
Dave,
the
can we
camera?
see that?
Yeah, if you can see the footage.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh wow, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Wow.
They were together.
Wow.
They were together.
Oh.
And then what the deal is like the girl that was trying to help the dude, she came in fighting, trying to help the dude. Then he turned around like 2 seconds later and he just slapping fire out of her. And I'm like, yo, they all need to be slapped.
But
Did they
see,
go to
and-
prison? Did they go to prison?
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
they got locked up on the spot. What happened to the kids? Then that's what we need to find out. We need to find out what happened to the kids and to give a special
But do we
slap
know
shout out to
why
them.
they had the fight?
Man, there's no reason
were
on
tied-
earth anybody should get tossed to the ground like that at Disneyland or Disney World.
This-
There's no reason.
Wow.
There's no reason in the world that makes sense. There's nothing.
It's a small world. They heard it's a small world. One too often. Is that what it was?
Listen, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they need a special slap.
Okay.
A special
Yeah, definitely.
Special slap to
Yeah.
the family in Disney World.
Yeah, for the family at Disney World or Disneyland. I don't know where they was
Whew.
at. It was Disney something.
They probably banned now.
Shout out to Disney.
I guess so.
Shout out to Disney security. You know what I'm saying? They came in on the scene.
Oh,
And you know
okay.
what's crazy? What's crazy? they had other families just sitting by, like
Watching.
just watching.
Damn.
And then there was a couple of families like, come on guys, we're going to the next thing over here. The
Keep
ride
it
is
moving.
over here."
keep it moving.
You gotta wonder, is there somebody sitting there going, gosh, I really wish I could have done that? Or if that was me, I'd have done this, and that.
Probably
You know,
so.
people narrate the movie
Yeah,
as it's
probably
happening.
so. Probably so.
Listen, man, everybody was slapping everybody, and
That's
was and the
crazy.
babies were sitting in the strollers right there, which was just made it absolutely terrible. So yeah, they need to be slapped.
Did the babies look like anything was wrong? Because if they can do that in Disney World, honey, they do that at home. Those babies are
So
desensitized to it.
right. So like, it's not like the baby was like dramatically crying or yelling out the stroller. I don't think so. But they look like, oh, here they go again.
Wow.
Here we go again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the craziness, call in and let us know who do you want to slap? We'll start with who. We don't even need a why. We just want to know a who.
Can you give them the number one more
Give
time
them
to
the
call
number.
in?
Gary, give them the number. Let them know.
929-480-8478. That's 929-480-8478. Call us and, let us know. Talk to us.
Yeah, give a shout out. You know Thanksgiving is coming up. And there's a couple of cousins you're probably going to sit at the table with who you haven't seen in a while, probably last year, and maybe something went down last year, and you still feel tight, like, yo, if I see him, it's on site. So this is on site type stuff, you know? It's an on site slap, okay? OSS, baby.
You know y'all
it's a
have
SOS.
those Christmas parties coming up at the job. With
I don't attend.
Office Christmas parties,
this
yeah.
Christmas party, there's got to be people that need to get that.
Absolutely.
Your boss might need the chick in the next cubicle might need So call in and let us know. As Gary gave you, 929-480-8478. In the world of technology. I want to slap Microsoft because if y'all change that damn Windows one more time and don't work out the kinks, I'm tired. Windows 10 doesn't. Windows 9 didn't work. Windows 8 didn't work. You made Windows 10. We still got glitches all over the place. I can't even do an update on a computer. So to Microsoft, you get an electronical slap, okay? If you want to call me and give me a new computer, that's fine. I'll take back the slap based on that, but okay.
Yeah, we could definitely give a digital slap to all the digital haters who like to come in on the comments and be nasty and rude and disrespectful.
They got nothing better else to do.
Yeah, with their fake pages.
With their fake
Then you go to their profile. You like, Chief, Uganda. Like, really? That you had time to do this? And that's the place you chose? All right, cool. All right, not a problem. So I send them a little smiley face because I'm not going to waste my time and energy, but they should get a digital slap. Maybe they should have like a emoji slapping hand. Maybe they have one already.
No, they don't?
Remember Daffy Duck would give you the gloves?
Yeah.
And just slap you with some spit, you know?
There you go.
Yeah, one of those.
So
Okay.
Facebook, y'all need to do an emoji slap. So, and if y'all do that, y'all need to send a royalty check here.
A couple of years ago, they had a happy face with the big hands with the gloves on. It
Yeah, you need
kinda
to
did
slap
this.
somebody, though. Yeah,
he looked more
imagine.
like he was flying than
Yeah,
slapping.
that too. And his hands were a little big, like Eminem hands. Right? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So trolling. Gary, how do you feel about internet trolling?
Trolling is, I think, when it comes to the celebrities who troll one another, I think that's a different situation. But I think when you got these other trolls that's following you to see every little thing that you do, comment on every little thing, and then also become a serious hater, and it's like they just, I think, really they got nothing better else to do. So those kind of trolls, especially in this climate that we have with politics, it's like, a lot of them just have nothing better else to do, and I think that their life offline is probably shit. It's probably crap.
It has to be.
It has, as
has
Wicked
to
said, it has to be. So this makes them feel like something.
You know what? I don't know because let's take 50 cents for example. All right, shout out to 50. All right, shout out to 50. This is 50, baby. All right, the dude, when he said New York's bad guy, he meant it. Okay, New York City's own bad guy. Like this dude has no chill. Like anybody.
Yeah, but
And he has money.
right,
He's living good.
right.
He's out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So the time and like we just said, okay, maybe they're miserable, their life is crazy or whatever. Like this dude has the typical American dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at that rate, what is his deal? Like you spend your time being evil and hateful and spiteful to people. I mean, I don't know.
I
He
think-
deserves a slap.
But see, no, I think
not that he deserves a slap, but
He deserves a kick.
Nah, you know what it is? He told us. We knew who 50 was when he came out from the gate. We know who he is. Okay, so this is expected of him. So, but to Gary's point, where he was saying, you know, the trolls online, they must be miserable. Their lives must be shit. I'm just saying, well, take him for example, where again his lifestyle is, you know, on the up and up. But yeah, he still has that time and puts in that energy to just be rude and nasty and as evil as possible.
But 50, as I was saying earlier, when it comes to the celebrities trolling,
Right.
that's a little different.
Okay.
Because 50, just as you said, we know how he is. So now, like with the shit that was going on with him and Floyd Mayweather, you know, both of them millionaires, and they
I'm
trolling-
sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. Floyd Mayweather needs to be slapped. Slap the shit out this dude. Slap him. No, seriously. No, for real. No, seriously.
I'm doing the best I can.
Ya me tiene alta, okay? For real. No, seriously, yo. Seriously,
And
man.
why is that wicked?
No,
Come on,
seriously.
get it off
It
your
has to
chest.
be. It
Let's
has
go.
to be. Come on, man. Come on. Enough is enough already. Like, you know, I come from a place where when you brag and boast, you get punched in the mouth and you get robbed. Okay? That's what I'm just saying. When you go showing off all your stuff and what you got and what the okay. They find out your location.
And you
They
get got-
find your number,
And you
your
get got.
peoples, where you sleep at, where your mother rests at, and they get you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And now this dude has millions upon millions upon millions, and any light that you get, you use it to be vain, for straight vanity. Like this dude is the worst. Like I can't take it. Like slap him. But wait a minute, isn't he a boxer? He's a boxer, right? Wait a minute.
I
But
don't
he
think
runs
slapping
around a
is
lot.
gonna
But
be
no,
doing-
he runs around a lot, right?
Well, yeah,
you gotta catch him. You gotta catch him to slap him.
he
Catch him to slap him.
like
Ooh.
he's a lot of people would call it. Well, no, I wouldn't say a lot of people. There's some people that would call him a talented fighter, but he's never brawled with anybody.
Right,
Like,
he runs around, right?
to me, if you're gonna be a champion, you know, and represent properly,
Right.
you gotta brawl.
You gotta get slapped.
You gotta
Okay.
you gotta be able
You
to
gotta
brawl.
get slapped. Yeah.
You gotta be able to brawl. Like all this, you know, technical fighting and
So there's a multiple slap for.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Like I
Okay.
think you can do like look, okay, perfect example, Muhammad Ali. He was, you know, he had the boxing skills, but also when it came to brawl, Ali would fuck you up. You understand?
And let's also say that Ali was a respectable man.
well, yes.
And when he had the opportunity to, you know, speak to the masses or get the opportunity to spread some knowledge, he did that.
did it,
And he
right.
wasn't vain. So that's why Floyd needs to be slapped.
Okay,
Okay?
Floyd.
Slap him.
Hey,
All right now.
Slap him.
So once again, you're going to call in and let us know at 929-480-8478. What is your pet peeve? Let us know. Get it off your chest. Who do you need to slap? And on that note, we're going to roll to Mike Oceans, who also answered our poll.
All right, Mike.
He
All right, Mike.
said, ESP, yesterday I got stuck behind some fool who was in who was in the easy pass lane.
I was gonna say that sound like road rage again.
And he didn't realize until he got to the booth that he didn't even have an easy pass.
Yo, how do you do that?
I don't think. Do you need one now?
And they have
just
big
take a picture.
signs.
No, they
well,
have-
no, there are some places where you still have to go through a toll booth. He decided, I think he's up in Connecticut. That's usually where they have them. He decided to back out. If I had a long enough reach from my car to his, I would have slapped him right then and there. There are so many to choose from. I had to choose this one. But let's talk about my wife snoring.
That's not
Driver.
Cool. That's not cool. Dude,
Imagine getting slapped.
you
in
can't
your
talk
sleep.
about wifey, bro.
Imagine you.
That's
slapped
why he
her in
didn't tell
your-
the story.
In his sleep. In her sleep. Is he slapping her in her sleep?
He's not slapping her, but
Oh.
he wants us to slap her.
Oh, he wants somebody to.
Drivers
slap her.
signaling in one direction and turning in the other.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Liars and constant lying scammers.
Frauds, yes.
People who prey on the elderly.
I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
you.
okay.
That's what I
Mike.
said. Who was that? Brenda earlier? What was her
Multiple slaps.
name? Yeah, with the
That
denture lady?
Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey. No elderly abuse.
Wow. Thank you, Mike. We will be entering you, Jeff, and Key Bailey into the Jurassic Park experience in
It's at the Prudential Center.
the Prudential Center.
Thank you,
I'm
Laurie.
like- I'm still stuck on the. I'm stuck on the slapping the wife and the snoring. That's where
yeah,
I
like
kinda got
slap.
stuck.
Like, how you gonna slap wifey, bro? Dude.
But wait a minute. Does she know she got slapped? Maybe
Well,
she.
I would
If
hope
she's
that he
sleeping,
tells her that she
Maybe
snores.
maybe
you could
she,
slap her awake and she probably would
Smack
know,
her.
like, oh my God, what
I
happened?
said, what was that?
Yeah, right.
She probably could have dreamt it, like smack her and
Right.
think,
Yeah,
you know,
could
she-
do that. You could try that.
You know
and
what?
then call us and tell us how it happened.
That's for
how it
both of
worked out.
y'all, just for coming up with that shit.
I'm just saying. He said it. What's his name? He said it. Tell him to call in. Try it.
Mike, give us a call and tell us more.
Try it out. Try it out, Mike. Wait until she's in a deep snore.
Wow.
Give her one slap and call in and tell us what happened. What's the number? 929?
480-8478.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll
Oh
work.
boy.
Yeah,
What
and-
about?
So also,
ahead,
also
Gary.
people, you can reach us on Twitter at Rocks Discussion, and you can reach us on Instagram at Rocks Real Discussion. So y'all need to be following us.
And we are sitting here with the lovely Wicked, who's so happy, just a beautiful smile.
Thank
For
you.
those of you who are listening on podcast radio, you can't see this gorgeous smile.
Oh, thank you.
And she's from IAS, and she's going to tell us a little bit more of that. We're going to stop smacking for a minute.
Okay.
She's going to bring us to IAS because I want
You
you,
know
to know
what?
exactly what they do over there and how
Exactly.
important it is.
We smack them with the real.
There you
okay?
go.
With the realness. Okay.
Mhm.
We play music from independent artists worldwide. You can catch us at IAS Live Music Review every 2 weeks. The show airs on Saturday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys follow, and subscribe. We're also on Instagram at IAS Music. We're also on Facebook Live at IAS Music. We are airing tomorrow, and we're going to have these lovely people in the building
Yes,
with us.
the Real
Gary
Discussion.
D, ESP, and Rock will
And
be in the
Rocky.
building. Is Dummy Can coming?
You want Dummy Ken to come?
Can you bring Dummy
We'll
Can?
bring Dummy.
Yeah, let's bring
Yes.
Dummy Can.
We'll bring Dummy Ken and Mannequin.
Are they heavy?
They're no, they're not.
Oh, it's gonna be
They
fabulous.
have no legs. They have no arms. It's all good. We can just
okay.
throw them in a bag.
That's a sad life to live, but okay. All right. So, if you're an artist and you create music, if you're a producer and you produce music, if you're an independent business and want to shout out your brand, all you have to do is send your information to us over at icreupre.com. That's ICREEUPREE.com. We only accept MP3s, but please feel free to send as many as you like. Our audience will review your music live. This is in real time, okay? We have real followers.
Absolutely.
Real viewers. This is not fake, made up, somebody who bought 10,000 views, and then you look at their post and they have like 2 likes and 1 comment. They need to get slapped because you're fooling yourself. You're not fooling nobody else, Chief. Okay, we know what the real is, what the deal is. So again, every Saturday. I'm sorry, not every Saturday. Every 2 weeks, on a Saturday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch us at IAS Music Live. We have myself, Wicked in the building, aka Double V. Shout out to Ladybug in the
Ladybug.
building.
What's up, Ladybug?
Oh,
And she has a birthday coming up.
Shit, today.
Today.
Happy
is the
birthday, Ladybug.
again,
But you're bringing the
Ladybug.
cake tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
What kind of cake does she like?
I don't know.
Ladybug, call in and let us know.
That would be great. Well, she's probably partying.
Oh,
Probably
well,
partying.
there you go.
Like with Aunt Rose. Okay, all right. With
Maybe
Aunt
they in the
Rose.
same party?
Maybe.
Nah.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
She went up to the Pocono?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would.
Okay.
That would.
All right. And then also we have Engineer and Shake. And of course, all of our celebrity guests that come in. And our guests also give all the artists information that they need to help them expand their brand. So if you want to catch up with us, you can catch all of our previous episodes on our website as well at icreupre.com. All right, guys?
That's
Especially
awesome.
Look up their past show that they did with Rock. That was an awesome show.
Yes.
Yes.
That was an awesome show. I heard that y'all got a lot of feedback from that show.
Yes.
And I think that with that show, because Rock just freshly came off his double platinum single,
Yes.
He
As
was
an-
feeling it, making some noise.
as an independent artist,
That's right.
you know, he could tell firsthand, like, look, this is how it's done. And, you know, it was great. It was great. So
Absolutely.
when y'all go to their site or go to their YouTube, go back to the show they did with Rock, and you'll see.
Actually, on our landing page on YouTube, we have a small clip featured with
With him, yeah.
Stinky Rock, and that premieres for our returning subscribers as well as our new subscribers. So you'll be able to check that out and check the body of the information on the video because the link is right there for the full episode featuring Rock.
So go on over and check it out,
Check
ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
right.
It's really fabulous, especially if you got new music, you want to get it up there. It's a wonderful vehicle. Take advantage of that.
On show,
Absolutely, yeah.
Fios, no, Cablevision and
Yeah, Optimum and Verizon Television.
Optimum and Verizon.
Yeah, we
So
iCreUpre TV.
there you go, people.
So
All right.
we archive. So that means that you get more views. That means that you're getting more exposure. That means that you're getting into more people's homes. So if you're serious about your brand, only if you're serious. If you ain't serious, then you need to get slapped and move to the side. Okay?
And
That's
there's
what
a
you
slap
need to
for
do.
you.
All right?
There you go.
But if you're dead serious about it, give us a holler. Let's chop it up. Send us your music, and let's do business.
All right. And we're going to move through to updating you on what's going on with Rock to 10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, any of the posts that you see in the real discussion that have a YouTube tag, please click, like, let it carry you over to YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to get your boy up to 10,000. You are now bridging Facebook at 63,000 hits per week. We love you on Facebook. We thank you. We appreciate your listenership. We appreciate you sticking with us. And it's only been 3 months. So imagine where
All
we're
right
going to
now.
be in a year.
Yeah.
But we need you to get over to that YouTube page, click, subscribe, and watch from there. We've got enough activity coming through Facebook. We want to get you over to YouTube. Okay. Yeah. We're going to move on to the next Slap Fest
All
because
right now.
we got Reggie.
Reggie Reg.
Reggie says, I'm very peaceful.
Why does Reggie sound like that?
I would never smack someone. And then in quotes he puts, although they may disappear and never be seen again for a couple of weeks. Reggie,
Needs to be slapped.
we need to slap you for that
Is
one.
he a semi-serial?
I don't know.
Serial something?
This
killer?
Reggie
Is it-
Thomas.
That sounds like a fake page.
No, actually Reggie's a friend of mine. I do know him.
Wait,
He's-
are you all right?
Yeah.
Blink twice. Blink twice if you need help. Blink 3 times if he made
He's a
you.
great
If he
guy.
made you read that.
He's
Blink
a
3
great
times.
guy.
You sure?
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's a really nice guy. I think he just wanted to get in and win the tickets. So we read it.
And you're gonna be where? The Prudential Center?
You're in. We're at the Prudential Center in New Jersey.
All right,
Yeah.
get your tickets. Get your tickets. Thank you, Lori.
That was Reggie. Oh, Lori.
Yes,
Lori,
for the
Lori
tickets.
gave us the
For the
tickets.
tickets.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, well, thank
so-
you, Reggie. I mean, thank you, but unthank you, Reggie. But thank you again, Reggie. And then let's give him a slap. And then, you know, I don't know about Reggie Reg.
So what about siblings? Do either of you have siblings?
Yeah.
You,
Oh, I'ma just let that lay right there. Let's hear it. Cause I'm the baby of 7, so I could be slapping for the rest of the year.
I mean, it is what it is at this point.
It is what it
I mean, listen. People gonna do what they want to do.
One for you,
People gonna do what they want to do.
one for you, one for me, and Menken or what?
Man,
he's Dummikin.
Dummican.
Okay, he had a lot to say. All right, but no, seriously, let's hone in something on the family because
I mean, why would you want to slap a sibling? What kind of reason?
would you slap your sibling for $10 million?
That sounds like a Facebook post.
It is a Facebook post.
But you would do it for free. So what the 10 million you got to do with
I
it?
would do
Like,
it
what,
for
what are we
free.
doing?
But
Slap
if
him
we-
with what?
if
Slap
we're
him with like
getting
a spike?
paid,
Absolutely, we're doing it. We're doing it all day. It's all day, all day. If you do it for free, you do it for 10 million.
all right. So, would you?
Would I slap?
Because I answered, she answered. Would you slap your sibling for?
He's
For
slapped.
money?
I'm sure he's.
Or
Yeah.
you gonna slap her
before.
for free anyway?
I mean,
I'm sure he had a couple of slapping sessions, sibling sessions, slapping sibling sessions.
My brother and I used to slap each other to sleep because we were bored.
Yo, did you play the game when you was a kid
Oh,
with
like
the
this?
cards? Or yeah, the
Wait.
smack on your hand like that, or with the cards, the deck of cards, and see how hard knuckles.
yes,
it's called
yes,
knuckles.
knuckles, yeah,
Knuckles.
I never
yeah,
played
yeah,
knuckles.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what? I
yeah.
wanted to slap fire out my cousin every time we played knuckles.
Why?
What? Because he would kill my knuckles. Because you know how somebody goes, you know, they hit you,
Yep.
but then somebody goes way overboard with it. Like
Yep.
you over the top. You over the top now. Okay? They make your knuckles bleed a little bit.
Yes.
That ever happened to you? No? Not at
No,
all?
we couldn't play
Oh.
knuckles because I used to play the piano and my mother
they wasn't
swore
having
I was
that.
going to be a protege.
Okay.
So she's like, no, you
There's-
can't hit her.
There's still time.
There's
still time.
no.
You know
It's
what? You could bring a
okay.
keyboard next time and just play while
Yeah.
you talk. Play while you talk.
All right. So let's talk about next week's show. We're gonna have a couple of really great shows coming up.
I think
Next week's what? Go ahead. You think
the accountability show.
that is the show after next? Next week's show is going to be Acts of Random Kindness, and I want to take a minute to talk about that because our special guest is going to be. Listen to the bio. This is just an excerpt of the bio on the special guest that we have next week. She's the vice president of the 30th Precinct Community Council. She's a member of the Manhattan Borough President's African Immigrants Task Force.
Okay.
She's the co-chair of the Economical Development as well as the associate to the Harlem Pierce Committee of Manhattan Community Board 9.
Doing
The
the thing.
executive producer of a new film called We Are the Endless Roar, which is a cultural film that was filmed in Africa. She took a set of people to Africa and filmed the whole cultural system and how it affects the United States and us going back and the journey, how the journey took place. It's being likened, the film is being likened to Black Panther from a political standpoint. And her name is Joyce Adewumi, so she's going to be with us.
Shout
and
out to
she's
Joyce.
Yeah,
Right.
it's going to be a fabulous show. And again, that's going to be episode 13 on November 29th. And it's called Acts of Random Kindness. Now, there is a reason that we did that particular show in the order because we're moving into the holiday season. And did I just knock this camera? Are we good? We're good? Okay. We're going into the holiday season, and Rock and I, in our hunting this week, when we were in several different places and, homeless shelters and just scoping different film locations, we encountered some people who we spoke to, because Rock just loves to talk to everybody. And there were some homeless individuals, and we would, I said, Rock, let's find out what we can do as the real discussion, what we can donate, what we can give away, what we can do to help these people. Because, you see people on the street, they're asking for money. You want to help them out. Sometimes you don't want to help them. You don't want to give them money because you think they're going to go buy something that they really don't need to. But, here's my thing on that. If you ask me for $1 and I have the dollar and I'm feeling the kindness of my heart, I'm going to give you the dollar. What you do with that dollar after that is up to you. It's the giving that is the season of things, or the life of things.
I definitely agree to a certain extent.
Okay. We'll come back to the extent. Okay. Yes. But we, in our travels, in what we figured out this week was, in talking to them, I figured that they would say, we need blankets because it's getting cold. We need this, we need that. Overwhelmingly, it was something so simple. They needed socks. Every person asked for socks. You don't realize this simple thing when you're dealing with a person who's living on the streets, or you're dealing with a person that's homeless, or you're dealing with a person who's in a situation of being underprivileged. Their feet are always wet if it's snowing, if it's raining, if they're outside. They need to stay warm. They have holes. It's the least replaced thing when you're giving, like you give bags of clothes away. You give clothes. Nobody gives socks.
Nobody puts socks, yeah.
So we're going to do a sock drive.
You figure they're used so you don't.
And they're so inexpensive, though. I mean, you can literally go to Dollar Tree, the 99 cents, and buy a bag of socks. So we're going to be arranging a sock fest where we're going to give you a location. You can bring socks to. This can be your donation, and we're going to see how many socks that we can accumulate to give to the homeless who are actually asking for socks. Okay. So we added socks, gloves, and hats because you have to cover your extremities. That's really how you're going to stay warm. I mean, you cover the rest of you, but people give away blankets. People give away coats. Yeah. Can we get a drive going? And we'll tell you where you'll be able to drop them off. But we wanted you to know about it as we move into Acts of Random Kindness, which is the titling of next week's show. We'll tell you exactly where you can drop them off, what the location will be, and how you can help somebody during the holiday season by doing something that they really, really, really need. And like I said, think about it. Wet feet, wet shoes, shoes with holes in them. If you have a homeless person who has 4, 5, 6 pairs of socks on, they're actually insulating their feet if they have holes in their shoes. Right. So it can help. And we thought it was a great idea, and he thought it was a great idea. So we will be telling you more about that next week.
Very nice, very nice. I'd like to give a shout out to the parent coordinator over at the Walt Disney School in the Bronx. She's actually doing the same drive with the students and the families there for women's shelters.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's definitely something that they do need. So that is definitely a beautiful thing for you guys to be doing.
And having said that, call in, let us know, type to our page, type in the notifications, type in the messages. If you have a location that you feel that you want something donated to out of what we're collecting, please do give us a call. Let us know. Gary's taking pictures again. Gary, we're going to take pictures of you while you're taking pictures of us.
Your lens? Okay.
So let us know, and we'll increase the drive and get them up there to you as well. And then accountability was the show that you were talking about, which is episode 14. Imagine that. Episode 14,
that's
Gary.
A beautiful thing, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Rock and I had a long discussion about accountability. Had a very long, in-depth discussion about that.
So that's going to be on December 6th. On December 6th is accountability. And we're looking to get special guest Laz Elliott. Lazy Lays is going to finally... Lazy Lays, call us in and say hi, man.
Lays, if you're out there, call us.
Call us 8478.
We're waiting for him to answer. Oh, he knows that number by heart.
Yeah.
He's our host on the outside world.
Gotcha.
So we're going to have him come in, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let y'all flow back. So tell us on the, I was saying if you have $1 and you want to give away money, and you said,
well, because we know on the ride here, there's a lady at the light. You know she's asking for money, but she has a dog in her hand, okay? And the dog looks like he has eaten very well. So it's not like the dog is in need, right, at this point. And you have the dog in your hand, and you come out with your hand to the window, and I'm confused at this point because I don't know if you want the money for you or you want the money for the dog. Because in my mind, in those 2 split seconds, I said, well, she looks like she might do something else with it, right, with the money. But if the money was for a can of dog food, then I might be a little more susceptible to open up the window, roll it down or whatever, and then give her $1. But at that point, the dog was looking good.
Wait a minute.
The dog looked good.
Hold up.
Right, engineer? The dog looked good.
Said the dog look good.
Go
The
back
dog
a little
looked
bit.
good. So I'm just saying.
You would give her the $1 to feed the dog? Is that what you just said?
Because it seems to me that in her moment of whatever she's going through, she has enough compassion to think about not only herself, but for someone else or something else.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. And it ain't the dog fault she's smoking crack, or she's shooting heroin, or she's smoking meth, or whatever her deal is, because it ain't no weed, okay? You not on the corner begging people at red lights and knocking on car windows for weed. So I know it's something more than that. But like I said, the dog looked good. So in that moment, I'm like, okay, well, no. No,
Okay.
not doing it.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
And since you brought up the coming to the car window,
Yeah.
this brings a pet peeve to me, but I didn't realize it was a pet peeve until you said what you
Okay.
just said. So I'm getting off the Clearview Expressway, and now I regularly take the Clearview Expressway, and if you
Shout out to the
ride,
Clearview.
if you ride to the end of the Clearview, the end of it is Hillside Avenue.
Okay.
Now you can go 3 ways. You go to the left, you go to the right, or you can come straight down the middle and go down Hollis Court. There
Is
is
this the borough of Queens?
every day. Yes.
Okay, because
Go
you know
towards
Queens,
Long
we
Island.
know there's no real direction in Queens.
There is a don't
No,
start.
there's no real direction.
You
41st
listen,
Street,
for
then
you.
61st Avenue,
There is
then 85th Broadway. I don't know.
Wicked is
Wicked,
right.
give me a
You're
minute.
Okay, go ahead.
You're right.
There is a woman
Okay.
religiously at that light.
Okay.
Here's the sign that she has. Help me with this, please.
For how many years?
I'd say it's about 6 months now.
Oh, okay.
The sign says, I have to take, please give me something, no job, have to take care of kids. Now she's a healthy looking,
Okay.
she's healthy.
Okay.
I've looked for her to look progressively worse over the time
Okay.
period, and she looks good. Makeup is done. I'm like,
Makeup.
hmm.
Wait, makeup?
Wait
Wait
a
a minute.
minute.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody with a sign with
Thank
makeup.
you.
Well,
It says,
Well-
help me with the kids. Have no money to feed the kids.
Okay.
Now, here's what really got me, because it was a day off
from
school.
school. Okay. She brought the
You
kids
were
out.
walking back and forth. No.
Nope.
If you don't have any money to take care of the children, can't afford babysitting, all of this is on the sign, your regular sign. I've read it every time I stop. Can't afford this, can't afford that, can't afford babysitting. Where the hell are the kids? I looked around. I see you with your little seat over there. Where are the kids? If it's a holiday and you're still out doing this in your regular mode, how about this? If you so fly and got makeup on and can walk up and
Right.
down between these cars talking about don't have a job, you spent 6 months out here.
I think that is her job, ESP. That's her job.
That's what I
So let me
needed
ask
to-
you
Some
this.
people hustle. Like I would
Yeah, so
say.
that's the hustle. But did you notice if the sign was tattered or weathered? Or
No,
is it a
that's
new
another thing.
sign?
The sign is always
Is it laminated?
just
I'm just
it's not
is it?
laminated, but
I was
the
just
sign
saying, she
is
got makeup.
always
Yeah, yeah.
on point. She got makeup. That's right.
Yeah, that's
Sign
that's
is
wild.
always on point. In fact, the sign is like a plastic, you know the covers, the Tupperware covers?
Tupperware. Okay. Like a.
She wrote
like
it with a marker
bin?
on the top. Yeah, the
Like a
bin covers.
bin?
Yeah, the Tupperware covers.
Now that's innovative.
because I guess
that's
it's
innovative.
weatherized.
Right, and it doesn't tatter because if you're looking for the cardboard, because I'm like, okay, did she change the cardboard every day? Was the marker and the writing different? Is it pencil? Is it crayon? Is it ash? You know, so all these questions were coming in while you were saying it. I'm like, well, you know, that might just be her job, and that is her hustle. So there are no kids. And
Wow.
don't give that chat. Don't give her no more money.
No,
Don't
one
give her no more
time.
money.
But this
She
is-
got it one
there's
time.
some people that do that for a hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw somebody on a train where it was this woman. She said that she's in college. I'm like, what are you doing? First of all, the
you
way
mad? You mad because she's in college
Well, wait,
and
no,
she's
no.
homeless and she's
Wait, wait,
asking
wait,
for
wait,
money?
hold on, wait. No,
Wait,
no.
what?
Let me.
He's mad. She's
let me
in
finish.
college.
You-
Gary,
I
she's doing
can't.
something
I
with her
can't with
life.
y'all.
No,
I
let
can't.
me
Let her
finish.
do something with her life.
Let me finish.
Go ahead,
Alright.
Gary.
So-
Wick
Mad
is
she's
too
in
much.
college.
I'm not mad that she's in
All right.
college.
No,
Let
you
me-
was like, what are you doing in college?
Let me just be clear.
It could have been free, community college.
She's-
Now, what are you doing on the
She's
train?
walking on a train.
Uh-huh.
She's walking through the car on the train, asking for money. Now,
Okay.
the way she's dressed, it's
What
like
happened?
she looks better dressed than most of the people
Maybe she
on
lost
the
the
train.
watch. What was the
Something-
shtick?
Her thing was, well, my mom lost her job. Dad is sick. You know, I'm a college student. I need to raise money to pay for my dorm. Like that type of shit.
Now, you know what? Let me tell you something.
I could
To
see
get
that.
on a train, a bus, a street corner, anywhere, and literally put yourself out there to ask other people to help you, that takes a lot, especially if you are in need. Like if you're
Well-
fucked up and you're like, oh my God, and you like on the train and this is your last resort, at that point, you can look, I mean, anything can happen, right?
True.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
True.
And just like for you know, for everybody out there who wants to brag and boast, you have everything today, and tomorrow it could just
It seems
totally
away,
True,
that's it.
true.
it's gone. You ain't got it. You don't have it. It's gone. It's not there. It's disappeared. But good quality clothing lasts. So that's why when you have money, you should buy good quality clothing because they last. So if it happens that you know, come upon misfortune, you have good clothes. So maybe that was her deal. She has good clothes. So she just looked good, but she's just in a messed up situation. Something happened.
So what were we slapping her for?
Yeah, what? Because she's in college?
No, that's not.
And she on the train begging? That's what he
No,
said.
she's not.
He
No,
said,
no, Vicky.
how you
No,
make it? She's in
Vicky.
college. How you
No.
in college? She begging on the train. How you in college?
Come on, Gary. What?
No,
what?
Vicky.
We're just pulling your leg.
Wicked, sorry,
Oh
wicked.
my God! It's okay.
What-
So let's
wait,
rewind.
what
Let's
did he-
rewind.
Wicked,
No,
wicked.
let's rewind.
Wishes?
Let me rewind and let me put
Okay.
it like this. So, all right. So.
I thought
Then-
you hate Cardi B.
Okay, that was okay. So let me give you the original
Oh,
Okay.
come again selector.
Why?
Rewind.
Why?
All right.
You getting
That's
us
been
started
there
now.
way before a Cardi B stepped on the
Who
scene.
cares?
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Oh,
All right.
shit.
Can I get something, engineer? I don't know what he got. Something. Thank you. Thank you. Please. All right.
We'll give you the
All right.
whole one.
Whatever. That thing.
Go to
Yeah,
Charlie
yeah, yeah.
Thank
Murphy
you.
one.
Let's be real, okay? So at that rate, let's be totally all the way
Oh,
straight.
my God.
Okay, all the way straight. What was I saying? No, seriously.
I love
Seriously.
Wicked. I love
no.
her.
Oh, that's what it
Ah.
was. Okay, because if y'all call me Wicked one more time, there's gonna be an issue. Not you, Gary. Not
Yeah,
you.
but
I
where
won't
did that
slap
come
you.
from?
All right, because
It's wicked.
it's wicked. A W is not two U's. It's two V's put together. And if you look at the letter, it's actually two V's. So
Who did that? Because that was
I
for
don't know. Whoever made the alphabet.
No.
Oh, wait, what you
Who's
mean?
calling you wicked?
This guy right
No,
here that's
I've
mad
done
at the
it.
college student that's on the train trying to get some money for her dorm life. This
You
guy.
just got a smack.
That guy there.
Ah.
This guy. Why are you in college?
Wow.
Why are you on the train? Come on, Gary. That
I
was
can't
no
with
chill.
y'all.
That was
I
just no
can't.
chill. So I'm just saying, it's wicked. It's wicked, right? It's pronounced wicked. It's two V's. So go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, floor
I'm
is
sorry.
yours, Gary.
I
Wow.
apologize.
First of all, I'm not mad that she's in college.
He's mad.
But I mean, for her to be, she looked better dressed than most of the people on the train. Now, if
She said her mom just lost her job. Her mom was what? A registered nurse.
I don't know what
Okay,
her,
but I'm
Wow,
just saying
you got
she
a
lived
lot.
good.
She gave a lot of information on that train ride,
she
man.
was like,
She was thorough. All right. So
I
what
don't know.
happened,
I think-
Gary? Did you give her $1?
No, I didn't.
Why?
What? For what?
She's in college. That's messed up.
Yo, this
You
is
know,
New
let me
York
tell
City.
you, nah.
No, come
Let me-
on.
No, seriously though, on the 2 train, Michael, if you've ever been on the 2 train, you know Michael. 2 train in the Bronx, go all the way to
Yeah, I know-
Brooklyn.
I know you're talking about-
Michael's had AIDS since I was 14. I'm not lying to you. This guy comes on the cart through the train till this day. I'm not even gonna say my age, all right? It is what it is. But this guy is still alive. I'm starting to believe, and he'll tell you he has full-blown AIDS. I'm starting to believe that Michael's a liar. Okay? Michael is a liar.
Maybe he's
and
on
I've
real
given
good
him
meds.
money. No. I
Oh,
said
honey.
since I was 14. Come on, man. Come on. Let's be real. That's all I'm saying. And I've given him money. He's not getting any more money. If Michael came on the train and was like, yo, I'm in college and I'm sick, I would still give him
the
money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, you got to
So
give
does
me some
Michael get a smack?
slap him. Slap Michael. On the 2 train. Y'all know who I'm talking
Michael
about.
on the
I
2
know you're
train.
talking
Y'all
about
know who I'm
that.
talking about. You know who I'm talking about, man. He says I'm homeless.
All right. So
Yeah, all that.
you know what? Call us at 929-480-8478. We sitting here having fun. We're with our girl Wicked,
Thank you.
Gary D and ESP. Rocky's hanging out in the Poconos at Aunt Rose's party, and we having the rats
Can?
away. The mice are playing right now, and Dummy Can is hanging out with us.
And we got an engineer in the building.
Okay, so we have a call that's trying to get through.
Somebody getting, okay. Caller?
All right, don't get slapped, caller.
All right.
All right, you got to dial the numbers right.
So if you're
Okay.
trying to call in, seems that we're having a little bit of a trouble with the phone line.
I mean, it is what it is. It's 929-480-8478. That's the number. 929-480-8478.
Wow.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can.
This is original, baby. It's original for the boogie down.
Well, we have them all. Yeah, we're good, right?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Okay.
We good.
So try again. Call if because you're typing to us telling us that you can't get through. Try again.
Are we at 1,000 views yet? Because then I could tell you the artist that I was gonna slap. Okay.
No,
The
you're
major-
not, you know.
no. I'm just saying she needs to be. Oh, I said she.
Oops.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Come on,
She
you let
need-
it go.
She needs to be slapped. I'm just saying, like, I can't like you more than you don't like yourself. Like, come on,
Ooh,
you've
boy.
metamorphosized.
Now I'm really curious.
I'm just saying. I'm just
This
saying.
is
Like,
too
okay.
much.
They said the top Billboard artist was.
We have a call.
Oh, my
Caller?
bad. Ooh,
Yo, caller, come on. Like, okay, here's the
they about to get slapped. How you gonna call and then hang up?
here's
How
the
you
number.
gonna hang
Here's
up?
the number again, 929-480-8478.
All right, go ahead. Caller, you're live. Let's go. Hello?
My question is for Gary. Why does the caller have to look the part?
Why does a caller?
Why does a beggar? Why does a beggar
why
have
does
to
a
look
homeless
good?
person have to look the part?
Oh.
Well, why does a person have to look the part? I think that, to answer your question there, I think that what we are accustomed to seeing, if you will, homeless people look in a certain way. So I think I'm not saying, or I don't mean to imply that they have to look the part.
He's so professional with it.
Gary.
He's like,
Let
no,
it rip. Come
you gotta,
on.
you gotta come with a hood. Don't come with a
So-
business suit.
I'm not saying that they don't, it's not that they, a homeless person
Right.
doesn't necessarily, the reality of it, a homeless person doesn't necessarily have to look all dirty, if you will, and run down. The
Okay.
reality of it is that we live in a time where anything can happen. So if you really stop Stop it. What?
Because he's saying basically, we live in a time where if you come on the train talking about, I'm trying to get college money in my dorm together,
Look, I'm
that
trying to-
you ain't gonna give no money.
Wait, stop.
He said you got to be run down in this city.
Wicked
I
All
didn't
right,
say that.
crying.
you
Wicked-
better be.
Wicked-
running down
You
the
better
aisle.
be coming in this train dirty,
I'm trying.
stink,
See,
all that.
okay.
Don't come in this train talking about no college. You ain't getting no money. That's not what we doing.
Yo, you were
Okay,
really,
see,
Oh my
you were
okay.
really
God.
crying,
Okay.
laughing here.
Yo.
I'm trying to
It's
answer
too
the-
much.
I'm trying to answer
He's
the
trying
call.
to clean it up.
I'm not trying to clean it up.
Exactly. He wants some dirty and stinking.
I didn't say
No
that.
cleanup. No cleanup.
Okay.
I'm trying to listen.
Let's
let me
give
finish.
Gary
Let me
a
finish.
minute.
My bad. The caller wanted
Go ahead,
to know.
Gary.
Okay.
Talk to the caller.
As I was saying.
Caller, you still there?
I'm still here. but
Okay,
I'm-
okay.
Okay, so
All right, so we're going to
All right,
answer the
so-
question now,
Okay,
caller.
the reality of it is, when dealing with a homeless person, in this day and age, it's not always about them looking dirty or run down or what have you.
Okay.
Anybody in reality can be homeless.
That's right.
So for you, so if you interpreted what I said in the beginning as me thinking that a homeless person has to look a certain way, that
I'm sorry.
Wicked.
Go ahead.
Let him get
can I finish?
Go ahead.
That was so
Interpret.
bad.
So
You said it plain out.
I know
There's
what
no
I said.
interpretation.
well,
So we're all a sneeze away from poverty.
Absolutely.
a lot of people look. I think what the caller is saying, if I'm correct, is that he took it as I must feel that homeless people have to look a certain way.
Okay.
You know how
But that's what you
that's
said.
how I really feel.
I get that. I get
Okay.
that that's what the caller was
So-
asking you.
right,
Is that
so-
why you have to, do
So
you
all
feel
I'm
that?
just saying is that no, I do not believe that a homeless person has to look a certain way.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because
Okay.
all right, so is that is that okay? now?
Caller, is that an acceptable answer, so to speak? Does that make sense to you?
I guess he hung up.
Caller hung up.
Gary, did
Okay,
you
well-
did you give the young lady
What
Any-
I do?
any-
Did you give her
money?
money? Did
Did
you
I
give her
give-
money?
Did you give her money? Did you give her the fruit that you had in your bag?
No, I didn't give her any money.
Did you give her half of your sandwich that you have in your bag?
No, I
You
didn't.
know who should get slapped? Okay? People that come in on the train and ask for food, and because you ate from it, they don't want it. Or they tell you, oh, I don't eat that. What? How you on the train asking for stuff and you picky and choosy about what you eat?
How
That's
about
all.
this one?
I just had to come in on that one.
A person came to me and said that they hadn't eaten. Could they have some money? There was a Wendy's right there.
Okay.
I said, come with me.
Yeah,
Walk them over. I said, pick a meal.
that's right.
Pick the whole thing.
That's right.
Well, I don't eat here. I'm going to
Okay.
put a bitch
Ooh.
in
A
front
bitch-
of that.
ooh,
Because
that's something else. The bitch
If
slap
you're
somebody.
that hungry and somebody's buying you food, you don't tell me where you want to eat or where you don't want to eat. Am I wrong?
If someone's
You're
offering
not-
you so well, you can't be choosy. Like if you don't have anything and someone's offering, then you can't really say,
Yeah,
well,
And
oh,
I said Wendy's, right? They
Yeah.
have, and I said to
They have
them,
salad.
you have salad, you have soup, you have
Chili.
a potato. If even you're a vegan, you can have a potato. I was waiting for this person to tell me that they didn't do something with MSG and chemicals and all of this mess. I'm like, you know what? You don't want, that's okay.
well, some people they want to be choosy. You know, they,
I've
like
gotten on Fordham Road in the Bronx, just
Is it-
like that.
there's a situation a friend of mine had where there was this, I guess, homeless person, and he offered him a job. Like he owns a construction company, and he offered the guy a job, and the guy's like, nah, just give me money.
Wow.
Well,
Like,
maybe
seriously.
maybe the guy was like, listen, I know who I am, and you don't want me working for you. Just hit me off with some dough.
That's deep.
It could have been that.
So
Like maybe
I'm-
he
I'm
knows
just
he's not
saying-
dependable. Maybe he
so-
knows he's a thief.
I'm just saying that if you don't have anything and someone's offering you, whether it's to buy you food,
Uh-huh.
you know, clothes or what have you, and you're like, well, no, I don't want that. This is what I want. Like you're not in a position to.
I-
Really,
I
No,
don't. I can't fathom that. I can't
It
understand
happened
that.
to me.
I should
It
say.
happened to me.
Like, how do you tell? Like, if you don't have anything, you know, like.
Well, I mean, everybody's human, though.
I know people. Are,
Okay, so
I
this
know-
is
I
the
know-
deal. So this is
okay.
the deal. So the lady comes up to me. She says she's hungry.
Mhm.
Can I buy her something to eat? Those were her words. I said, no problem. So I was right next to the hot dog stand that's right in front of the Best Buy. Shout out to Halal on Fordham and Webster. All right? You know what I'm saying? You get that halal
I know
hot
it's
dog,
coming, yeah.
that halal falafel, all that with the white sauce. You know what I'm saying? You get the rice going on. I just say that somebody needs to come out and wash the ground every once in a while. But either way, so the lady asked me for something to eat. I figured we're going to go to the truck. The truck is sitting right there. She's like, no. Can I go across the street? Because there's a Golden Crust. There's a Golden Crust across the street on Webster Avenue. Shout out to Golden Crust. And I was like, Golden Crust? Like, I looked at her like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, for real? It's mad early. And she was like, no, they have the $3 rice with the vegetable and chicken. And I thought to myself, I said, not a problem. And in that moment, you're hungry, right? And you come across somebody that's willing to help you out. So you want to satisfy your taste buds. That's all I'm saying. And you can't deny somebody who's going through a hard time to satisfy their taste buds. There's nothing wrong with that.
And they knew
What
what
I'm
they
s-
wanted.
And she knew, and she said it was rice with the chicken and it had salad. So I was like, that makes sense.
That made sense.
So yeah, let's go. And it was
Okay.
only across the street. Shout out to Halal,
And
not
it's
to
$3.
take business away from you.
See,
it was $3.
You're telling me something I didn't even know. I had no idea Golden Crust had anything for
Yeah,
$3.
and it was
other
in the
than a beef
morning.
patty.
It was in the morning. It was in the morning. So on
Huh.
Webster, on Fordham. Shout out to the BX because you know we get the special deals. You know what I'm saying? Not like Papayas used to have, but either way, they had the $3 special. We went across the street. She got it, and in that moment, initially I was like, what? Like she didn't want that. She wanted something else. But when she explained to me exactly what it was, I was like, all right, cool, no problem. And I got her a drink with that as well.
And then when you saw it, you ordered it too?
I know I didn't. I was headed to school. I was headed to college, Monroe College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She-
Monroe
You bringing that
College.
Oh, she,
Okay, you
she
mad?
got jokes.
Are you mad?
She got jokes.
Is he mad? Is he mad? Are you upset?
Oh my
No.
God.
He
No.
was like, college? He was so tight.
Ooh, okay, guys, you're too much. So where else are we going with this? Is there any other thing? This is a last ditch opportunity.
Last ditch opportunity, huh?
You got a chance to really give it to somebody right now. Who is going to get it? Things that tick you off. Your job, co-workers, we did family, we did technology, we did homeless people. How fucked up are we?
That's this guy over
Oh,
here.
no, see now,
That's this
here
guy.
we go. Here.
This guy.
Your kids. What?
Well,
pisses
first of
you
all,
off
well,
with
no,
your
but first
kids?
of all, if you're gonna slap anybody, is you slap your kids, but don't go around slapping kids, please, people.
No,
You know
you
what?
gotta
I
have a
really don't
reason.
like to see people slap kids. I think that shit is so whack, and parents who slap their kids in the face should get slapped, especially if you slapping them for no reason. It depends on what they were slapped for. I just don't like parents who slap kids in the face, especially if they're really young. You know what I'm saying? I don't like parents who call their kids stupid. I don't like
No,
parents
I
who
don't
call their
subscribe
kids
to that.
bitches and bastards. Y'all need to get the shit slapped out. Matter of fact, you need to get punched in the mouth. Matter of fact, you should not have any more kids. Matter of fact, somebody should call DCS. Matter of fact,
Well, you on a
let's
roll,
go in
boo.
on it. I'm just, no, for real. That it
No,
pisses
I
me
agree.
off.
I agree.
It pisses me off.
I
Like,
agree.
for real. And then they're going to turn around and think that's the resolution to everything, violence.
Doesn't work.
I
like
think the one time I can think of any of my children getting slapped in the face from me is with that mouth. That mouth.
But that's, see, there's a difference between a natural reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because some things are just
yeah.
automatic. You
And
know what I'm
even then,
saying?
you got to look and go, "Ooh."
It might be a delayed slap,
Yeah.
right? That's because I know what, and you got to process what you just heard. Like, are you
Understood.
crazy? You done lost your mind?
I've become my
Yeah.
mother with that.
Okay.
But he's good now. The last one is home still. All of the rest of them are big. He's good. I don't have to worry. And he'll catch himself because he'll say, blah, 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 catch himself, and I'm
now,
like,
now we're not
good.
just talking about the kids that belong to you,
Yeah.
people. We're talking about the kids on the back of the bus.
Oh,
We're talking about the kids on the train, right? We're talking about, you know what? We're talking about the teacher that stomped homegirl out.
Yeah, I saw that
Okay.
video. I saw that
And then
video.
you know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I didn't see the video to what led up to it or anything prior to that, but I can definitely. Why do I feel like the dummy is like really holding in? I saw the dummy like I saw him lean in like okay. I was like, hold up 1 second. What time is it? It's 8:30 past my bedtime.
He's
No,
like,
so
y'all keep talking.
right. So I think it's a substitute teacher. I don't know if it was a substitute or if it was the
Yeah, I
main
think it was
teacher
a sub.
or whatever it is. But I mean, at that point, I think the child kind of like
The student, no, there was one where the student spit on the teacher.
there was a lot, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you got kids that are so reckless because their parents are reckless. They haven't taught them any respect. Or you have children that don't have parents because they've lost them.
Right.
And you have children that are wards of the system. And then you have children that are now living with family members who could give two F's about them because they only want that check. You know Brenda's got a baby, right? So in that respect, I'm just saying when you're dealing with a kid on a train or on the bus who's just throwing F-bombs and use a P and use a B and use it at in that moment, yes, I feel like slapping the shit out of a kid. Okay? Especially on the back of the bus when the old lady's there in the front.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got the elderly man over here. You got the lady with the 2-year-old or the 3-year-old. Like that. So I really had to stop riding public transportation after a certain time to avoid these rambunctious mouths. I did.
So you're like me. You
I
started
did.
driving because I really
No,
started
I'm not driving.
with
I
that.
just changed the time I ride the bus. Okay? I just know I can't ride the bus between 2 and 5:30 because it's
'Cause
on and
that's
pop
when the
because I'm gonna hurt
schools-
somebody's
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna hurt somebody's
Okay.
kids. I was like, you know what? Let me take myself out of the situation and let me, revamp, find a reroute. Like GPS, they reroute you. So
Recalculating.
yeah, you recalculated.
Did
And
you
then-
ever get to a point in that whole scenario where you would take the initiative to say something to these children?
But that's the problem. That's why I had to stop riding the bus because I always say something. And I
Yeah.
said my child was getting older and he was like, yo, Ma, you got to chill, Ma. And I'm not disrespectful. See, because mostly the boys, when you check them, like, yo, bro, your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Oh,
But the girls will get up in your face.
Yeah, they roll the eyes, they suck the teeth, they do this, they do that. So it's a how you approach them. Like, Ma, you too pretty to be yelling out bitches every other word. Like, come on, I know the teacher taught you
Yeah.
another word than bitch today.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And then it rolls out like that. But you do have situations where, shut the fuck up. What you gonna do? Get slapped today on the bus. Get slapped. See, when you start getting lapped, get slapped. You
Yeah.
get great. They
Then
like, oh
start
shit.
backing
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And the taser in my bag doesn't hurt.
Okay.
So that's why I said I need to stop riding the bus.
Yeah.
Wicked.
No, it's because I'm a woman in control every day of my choices.
I love that.
Therefore,
Did y'all
my
get
life.
that? Wait, hold on. Did y'all get that?
Okay.
Slow that down because did you realize that the word wicked was an anagram? Give that to them one more time.
I'm a woman in control every day of my choices, therefore my life. So I chose to stop riding the bus from 2 and 5 because I knew somebody was going to get hurt and I was going to be under the prison and my baby needs me. And that's all.
I actually wanted
know?
her to get the wicked in because I want y'all to get the wicked, but she got everything
Yeah, and
in
there's
there.
no C.
It's
There's
all
no
right.
C. There's no C in it. It's WIKED.
Wicked.
Wicked, man. Control.
Wicked.
It's like control.
Bamba.
Yes. Bumbaras.
Oh boy.
The number's 929-480-8478. Anybody want to call in? Talk a little.
Because we're just hanging out. We're
Yeah.
chilling with the fam.
Dummy
And we're
can.
talking about what the heck pisses you off to the point where you want to slap somebody. Because you really can't just walk out on the street and do it nowadays. So we're giving you a forum to get it off your chest.
Oh, I know what we didn't cover.
What did
Them
we
child
cover?
support payments.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Don't that make you want to slap somebody? I mean, I only hear the stories. I only
Well,
hear the
This is what I'm
stories.
saying.
I don't
I
know.
can't
I
I don't
give
know.
to somebody that
I
I don't got
I
none of
don't
those, so I
know.
don't know
Oh, I
about
don't
that.
know. Oh, okay. I don't
Okay.
know. But
All
I
right.
just hear the
Anybody
stories.
got a story on child support and want to slap somebody? You
Well,
can give
Chris
us a...
Rock said it. Chris Rock. He said, when you're making $1 million and your wife want half, you know, that's bad. But when he said when you're making 30,000 and she wants half, I understand why you might have to kill her. I don't agree,
Yeah.
but I understand.
That was a good impression.
I understand. You know.
Oh, boy.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Gary mad at
Okay.
people for going to college.
Ooh. Are we adjusting?
ESP is slapping
We
people
right?
for stopping short in traffic.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everybody that we wanted to slap.
Yeah, the
We
young lady
good?
wanted to slap people for the dentures.
She wanted to slap.
The lady with the dentures.
Okay, we're adjusting camera. Huh?
My camera.
Gary.
I didn't do anything.
No,
Oh
we're
no,
trying to
you
get you on
pointed it
camera.
to Gary. They
okay.
want to see
We
you,
good?
Gary. They want to see you.
All right.
They
Dave?
want to see who's
Oh,
mad at
okay,
the
cool.
college student. That was wild. Like that was wild. I would, if somebody recalls this story or somebody knows, or maybe if this is this lady's job and that story sounds familiar to you, somebody record it, put it up on Instagram or something. Tag ESP, tag the real discsion, because we like
How
to see
long
the
ago
young
was
lady.
this, Gary?
He
Was
said
this
she had good
recently?
clothes.
It was no. This was this. 99. 90.
Oh damn!
Sorry.
He's
No,
got
no,
it.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
she probably has her
He was,
doctorate.
yo,
by
he was
now.
tight. He
No.
was tight. He was like, yo, it was.
She's
yo,
a grad student
yo,
now.
She
So
was in
when-
college.
Give
We're
us a call.
She was in college. That's what I know. I don't know when.
This was
but
like
she was in college.
This was like 2016.
She's actually a professor at the school. She's still on the train, and she's not begging for money, but she's actually giving out money.
Yeah.
She's
You
giving
know
away
what?
scholarships now. So
Shout out to the lady on the
There
train
you
asking
go.
for money who's going to college.
we remember you, Gary D.
That Gary
Oh,
remembers
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Good luck with your life.
Yeah, and basically, guys, if you're and all jokes aside, but if you are finding yourself in dire straits, reach out to your local church, reach out to your local community centers. You can even call 311 and talk to the operator, because believe me, they have a whole bunch of numbers to hook you up. All right, it's getting cold out here in the city in New York. I know you guys air worldwide.
Yes, we do.
So in certain places it may be too hot. You need to get into a cooling center. In certain places, again, you need those socks. You need, to get warm. You need, shelter. So again, reach out and take care of your neighbors.
And
right?
that was a wonderful way to segue into our final words, because that was beautiful. That really was beautiful, because with the holiday seasons coming and the change of the temperature, the change of the light, that causes a depression. There's so many things that we're battling right now. Take some extra time with each other. Take a beat. Find the time to relax. Give yourself a minute. Give you, not just the people around you, give yourself a minute during the course of the day to just take an extra breath. There's a lot to deal with. The holidays for me are always overwhelming. There are people here that care about you. There are internet resources. As she said, you can call 911. They will
No,
put you
311.
on.
Don't call 911.
No.
Don't call 911. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do, oh my
We
God.
will put you on to
He's
reason.
angry at college students. She's
reactionary.
calling 911. Oh my
God.
Lord. Where we
Wicked
at?
is too much.
Where are we, engineer?
Wicked is
Where
too
are
much.
we? Where
What
are
would
we?
I do without you, though?
Lord.
Okay, but there are
Yes.
resources out there. And once again, tune in with us next week, because we're going to have a fabulous show. And we're going to tell you, for people who do want to donate, we're going to tell you where you can take your donations to. For people who want to suggest areas to donate to, we'd like that information as well. And before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Leslie Mose of Mose Creations, who did something so beautiful this week, and I'm going to explain it in a minute. She actually, let me explain it now. She created a doll named Hope.
Okay, Hope.
and she put the doll up for auction to help a friend. Her friend's name is Alicia, and Alicia was suffering from cancer, had been diagnosed with cancer, and is going through several rounds of chemotherapy, several rounds of radiation.
Wow.
It's going to have a double mastectomy, is going to have, I believe, an ovaries removed. And she hit me up, and I was passing around this silent auction for her. She sent me a beautiful doll. In fact, when I get her, I'm going to show her off. But she had a silent auction, and there was a bidding cycle, and I actually bid, and I won the doll. But the doll is just so wonderful what she creates. I'm going to bring the doll here so everybody can see what Leslie Mosé of Mosé Creations creates. She has these fabulous crochet dolls, and she can make them where they look like you.
That's wild.
If you send her a picture, she can create the doll to look
That's
like you.
wild.
And she makes them for cancer wards, and it's just such a beautiful thing. So big shout out to you and the wonderful thing that you did for your friend, our friend, because I know the young lady as well. And Alicia, we're sending you all the prayers that we can muster. And Lori, there's another friend who's dealing with breast cancer. I'm praying for you. We're all praying for you because I have put your name out there, sending you all that energy and love. And if there's anything that, Gary, you want to add on final commentaries, having a great show. Rickard, you have to come back because you're just
definitely
amazing.
It was kind of hard to find. It was, in the cut, but we're here. We're
All
here.
right,
We're here.
all
We're
right.
here.
Well, we're going to give you another place to come to next time.
Well, some of my final comments. Well, one, I just want to say,
To the college student.
Wait,
What are you going to say to the college
I would have
student?
given.
Come on. Talk to her right now.
I would have given.
Tell her that today you've changed.
the president of the university.
Today you've changed. And if you see her today,
No more walking trains for you.
you'll give her $1.
Driving a Mercedes Benz
Come on,
now.
tell her. Tell
Wait
her.
a minute. Let me.
All right.
Can I have my dollar back? Okay, Gary, we're
Okay.
just
All right.
messing with you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, being that our show is seen around the world, I want to shout out to a couple of people who check it out over in Japan.
All right.
My friend Emma, EJ
Emma.
Entertainment.
Ni hao.
My friend Zavi, thanks for checking out the show. A couple of friends over in Australia.
All right.
Yes, we hit Australia this week. Yeah.
The Bobby.
And Auckland.
Kids, the Zulu Nation chapter.
Yes.
Petula, Katrina. I got a friend over in Brazil who checks out the show.
Your friends don't have a last name?
Well, they know it's me.
Yeah,
They-
they know who they are.
Yeah, they know.
Okay, but
They-
we're shouting you out.
So-
I was thinking
All
about
good,
the
all good.
DMX song when he was like, Tina, Mana.
This is where
Mana,
I'm going.
Felicia.
Right, so-
Yeah.
And he had a rhythm going.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Over in London, my friend Michelle,
Across the
and in Brazil,
Hello, Michelle.
and in Brazil, her name is Rosanna.
All right.
The
Gary
next-
got all of these ladies all
And
over the
he
globe.
should, and he
Scared of
should,
you.
and he should. You know why? I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. He should, because we should start slapping people who have nothing but males around them, like all up in your videos. Get you some ladies. You ain't gotta be hoes, and they ain't gotta be twerking. But I mean, damn! Every time I see you, it's a whole bunch of dudes.
Call Gary and get
Call
some
Gary. He's from London
got
to
the chicks
Brazil.
here.
What? What are you talking about?
Very big shout out to my dear friend Lori. She's home recuperating.
Lori.
With the ticket.
Yes, Lori has hooked us up with Feld Entertainment and the tickets and stuff like that. So big shout out to her.
Lori.
The last thing I would like to say
To the college students.
to the college students.
Oh my
Yay!
God.
To the college students,
To the-
all you college, and not you hot
Well-
girls,
So bad.
not the hot girls, the college
Well,
students
okay, let
who
me-
are actually studying
Well,
and
let
on
me
the
say
train
this.
begging.
Let me just say this.
We
In
get you so
regards
bad.
to being homeless, it could happen to anybody.
Yes.
We're in a day and an age where this political cycle, the economic cycle, is very crazy. So you could be a millionaire one day, and then the following day, you don't have anything. So so it doesn't matter how you look. So homelessness is not, is not based on, oh well, this person is like the old perception.
Poverty wears every face.
Right. So back in the days, there was always this perception where people were looked a certain way. But now, times have changed, especially since after the financial crisis, where you had people that were worth millions,
Wicked.
and the following day,
Baby girl.
because the dude is sitting here telling us that it doesn't matter, but the lady came on the train as a college student, and he was upset because she looked good. Okay? So I'm confused.
I can't believe
I'm confused.
I'm
It was a crying laugh. I was holding in my laugh.
She's
I didn't want to
crying.
interrupt
You
his
know
thing.
what-
Okay, well, so we're going to
So,
give Gary
can
a
I-
pass because it was 20 years
Oh,
ago.
it was 20 years
And
ago.
he's got a change of
No.
mind now. He's grown up.
No, he's like, no.
No, see,
The two of y'all, I can't with the two of y'all. Anyway.
Let
It
me-
will continue.
Oh, my
no, you know
God.
what? I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry.
Y'all
I'm
are
sorry.
funny.
We will
Final
continue this
thoughts,
tomorrow on the
Gary.
IAS show.
Oh, that's right, because we're
Okay.
coming to visit
Yeah. Oh
you.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
That's right,
Oh,
family.
yeah.
We're going to be over at IAS at 8 o'clock.
Eight
yes.
o'clock.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. They're on
IAS
every
Music,
platform.
Instagram and Facebook. Yes, and we'll
Instagram,
continue.
Facebook.
All right, I got it
And
now.
we'll be over there
So-
having some fun. So, Gary,
So go
final
ahead.
words
Now?
for you now.
Absolutely. I'm gonna look this way because I can't help it.
Ooh, okay,
Oh,
Gary,
man.
really. Okay,
So-
come on.
So wrapping it up now. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how you look when it comes to being homeless.
Okay.
Now, when I had that incident, if you will, that situation dealing with the woman on the train, it was the perception that most of us New Yorkers have, the immediate perception. So I think, along with myself and a lot of other people on the train, they looked at this woman and she was,
But I thought we kind of
well, no,
understood.
I'm trying. No, well, no, I'm talking.
She
feels a
making
certain
you
way.
feel bad.
He
No,
feel
now
he feel
you
a
feel
certain
bad.
way.
No.
Alright.
I'm talking for the listeners.
Okay.
All right.
So
I'm
the
talk-
listeners are we understand
I'm
that.
clarifying for the listeners.
But I thought we did.
No, we didn't.
Okay, now evil, Gary.
So I'm just
Gary.
I'm clarifying for the listeners.
Wicked, stop.
So I'm clarifying for the listeners so they don't feel so.
I got you.
So it's not the wrong message.
I got
All right.
you.
All
I
right.
do
Okay.
get you.
Okay.
But I thought I got you already. That's
Well,
why
no.
I'm saying, okay, listen, homelessness has no face. It can happen to anybody in the blink of an eye. You behave yourself.
He's mad at me.
I'm not mad.
No, we're not
He
mad.
was tight.
Ladies and
He
gentlemen,
was tight.
you have been listening.
No, you can see yourself. You was like,
This is my crazy family. I love them.
clarification.
Wicked, thank you for coming and hanging
Thank you
with
for
us.
having me. I had
Gary
fun.
D, we love
I'm
you
crying
and
laughing.
we got it. You have
We know
been
Gary.
listening
Gary helps
to
everybody.
the Real Discussion with Rocks Logic,
Yes.
featuring co-host Gary
Gary D.
and ESP. We are out, and remember, if you wanna stir the pot,
Oh shit! Hold up.
no, we don't shit.
Wait.
Just give us a call. We are out of here. Have a good night,
All right,
ladies
y'all.
and
See y'all next
gentlemen.
week.
See you next week.